A one-time great sci-fi franchise with millions of fans, Doctor Who has seen better days.
That is true!
So, let's make it worse.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
Just in time for Groomer Month,
Excuse me, it's ma'am!
the time jumper himself gets jumped by a dude
I'm shocked.
and swaps spit.
What the fuck?
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this
You are so hot. Oh? Is that who I am now?
That means you're gay.
and it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today. Of course, it is Monday. New week. New shenanigans, new bullshit as always. Sci-fi franchises. When you think of those, the triumvirate come to mind. Trifecta, if you will. Star Wars, Star Trek, and Doctor Who. The three OGs. Combined, they have been around for the better part of 60 plus years. Sadly, we've seen these franchises take a tumble and fall flatly on their face after stepping on so many rakes. Star Wars, of course, with Rey Skywalker, not really a Skywalker, and those awful last trio of movies, and including the most recently trash bag filled series that they've had ever since Gina Carano, ever since Gina Carano got fired from Disney for having opinions. We've seen their series go right in the dumpster, including the most recent, The Acolyte, literally spitting green hawkers all over the Star Wars franchise and its legacy. Lucas is not proud. He's absolutely disgusted where his universe has gone to. Of course, we know about Star Trek. You look at the last series, Picard. Season 3, it redeemed itself after going dumpster fire the first two seasons. And bringing all the old heads back together, it finished out with a bang. And now we get the Doctor Who. Doctor Who, over the last 3 to 5 years, has seen the franchise crash and burn. Wokeness has cancerified these once great franchises. So much so is that we saw Doctor Who bring in a woman. Why? Because of wokeness, not because there was any necessity to bring one in. Because since prior to every Doctor Who was a dude, real men, and sadly, now we get to its current incarnation, Nagudi, whatever his name is. If I'm mispronouncing his name, I really don't give up because I really don't watch this series. I know of it, but I don't watch it. I'm not in it or those who are of it. You think that the current iteration has gotten the worst ratings in its history? Couldn't get any worse. Wow. You would be sadly mistaken, my friends. Sadly mistaken. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Disney's Doctor Who airs lead character's first gay kiss after Bob Iger vows to dial down the wokeness. But is it the first time? Is it? Well, we'll check that out. Excuse me. The sci-fi show Doctor Who Doctor Who Gives Up. Let's be correct now. Which streams exclusively on Disney Plus, because of course no one else is going to do it, has aired its title character's first gay kiss shortly after Disney CEO Bob Iger told worried investors that the company would dial back its extreme woke messaging. Nakudi Gatwa, there's his name. There you go. Like I said, if I mispronounced it before, I really don't give up. The gay actor who has taken over the role of the Doctor for the latest season, a long-time running British sci-fi show, once considered a children's series at one time in its beginnings, is featured this week's episode of having a homo dalliance with guest star Jonathan Groff. In the episode 7 of the 24th season titled Rogue, the time-skipping Doctor materializes in Bath, England in 1813, where he chases shape-shifting aliens named Chudo, who steals people's likenesses and their lives. Along the way, the Doctor meets a space bounty hunter who calls himself Rogue and whom he develops a fascination with. It should probably come as no surprise the Doctor Who has taken on this road. This season, the series was taken over by former showrunner Russell T Davies, who is openly gay and lets you know about it every waking moment. Creator of the Showtime's Queer as Folk, Surprised, who promised to bring all these sorts of stupidity to the storylines. During their first meeting, the pair flirt with each other as Rogue threatens to kill the Doctor, thinking he's a killer child. But the pair soon teams up to hunt down the creatures killing humans. Rogue also admits to losing his male lover at one point, lending to some tragedy to his character. The pair eventually get close enough to swap spit, but isn't the first time the Doctor has locked lips with another character. Indeed, the past Doctor has had girlfriends and wives, but until now has never had a sexual dalliance with a dude, until there was an openly gay character, because of course there was. Captain Jack Harness, John Barrowman, first introduced in 2005 as Pink News notes, Harness gives a goodbye kiss to the Doctor and his female companion in the show's 05 season finale. Aside from the new episode's romantic gayness, another scene involves Rogue and the Doctor performing a ballroom dance. Of course they have. There's got to be dancing. Of course there has. As the aristocrats in attendance watched him in shock. All this in 1813 Britain. The scene ends with Rogue taking a knee and presenting a ring to the Doctor in a pledge of stupidity. Of course, the salacious dance scene was a trap for the children. The episode ends with Rogue sacrificing himself while sending children into another dimension to save the Doctor's companion Ruby, although it seems clear that the writers left it out to bring Rogue back, of course if they wanted to. In 22, Disney Plus announced it would become the global home of Doctor Who, global homo for Doctor... Okay, that was just me, I'm sorry. For the viewers outside the UK, after Disney bought the streaming rights for all the show's episodes. The gay storyline, though, comes only months after Disney CEO Bob Iger promised to dial back the extreme wokeism that has been dogging Disney's once unsaleable reputation as the place for children and family entertainment. Disney, who made it very clear their not-so-secret gay agenda that is going to be rammed down your kids' throats. Why? Because it's Disney Pedo TV. Iger's member, though, does not seem to have been relayed downstream to the company's creatives. Along with Doctor Who, just this month, for instance, Disney's latest original series, The Acolyte, has been hailed as the gayest Star Wars ever, much to the delight of lesbian showrunner and former Harvey Weinstein assistant, Leslie Headland. Its main characters are two twins played by non-binary actresses, of course they are, Amanda Seinberg, conceived by two mothers in a coven of witches, because of course they were. Lucasfilm chief Kathleen Kennedy has boldly insisted that she won't change direction in response to her critics despite tanking both the Star Wars brand and Indiana Jones. Recently, she lambasted the franchise's male-dominated fans for declaring that Star Wars storytelling does not need to be representative of all people. That's an easy decision for me. Being that Star Wars has one of the most diverse casts in the history of franchises sci-fi, see Star Trek, the other, yeah, that's bullshit. Helen also aired the frustration she had over the fans' complaints. Anyone who engages in bigotry, racisms, or hateness, I don't consider a fan. Basically, she's saying, don't like it? Don't watch. Guess what? We won't. The Acolyte has racked up the worst score of all Star Wars series with an embarrassing 28% audience score, but of course, the critics love it. I'm not the biggest Doctor Who fan. I know of it, but I'm not in it. But with this, and I guess maybe it's a good thing that it wasn't shown. You saw the still of them kissing, but not in the actual YouTube clip. So, and I gave people fair warning that it was going to be graphic and stupid, but I was gladly disappointed. But, anywho, the fact of the matter is that Doctor Who has gotten the worst ratings ever in that franchise's history. In its 60 plus years of existence, it's never been this bad. This trash bag filled bad. But yet, as long as you have showrunners like Russell T Davies at the helm, as long as you had the BBC controlling them, as long as you had Disney streaming them, this shit's not going to stop. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks. Keep spreading the word. And we'll see you next time. Peace.